bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This is Jackson, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The #1 overall pick, Myles Garrett, showing why he was the #1 pick as he gets him behind the line. They run again with Jackson, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Just the 1st quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Now it's Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll run it with Jackson, and he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 38-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now they'll run. Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Dontari Poe. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Carr, and on is Sebastian Janikowski. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Or does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Man open left side. It's Williams. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. A good pickup there, 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. To throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to wind up and air it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On the run, this is Jackson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. And this is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again. Carr. And to the left side. Fedorowicz has it. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And a short gain down to about the 33. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep. It's caught inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. First down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
And Janikowski bangs it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves?
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Shreds the tackle. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So they're going to go for 2. Throwing now is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
6-18.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff working right. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. And tough starting field position here. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st down, Carr. Now he's going to go deep down the line. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 42 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Time running out here on the play clock. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd down and 4.
6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion that made it very difficult.
Here's Carr. And Ingram holds it in. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Carr going to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out to kick is Janikowski. Tyreek Hill on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing on 1st down. Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Carr now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Carr going to look to throw. And it pops slips free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On 4th down, Murray. And the hook up over the middle to Pryor. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. On 1st and 10, Carr trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it.
I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen.